What's up? I'm Daria La Patera Gomez, or Coach G. I'm here in San Ramon in Benjamin's Boxing Gym with the champ, Braulio. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great.
Yeah?
I'm happy to be here. First media day, so it's super exciting, and I look forward to put on a little show today.
I watched you in Oakland, and to me, it's so exciting to see you come out with your vaquero hat. What makes you want to do that?
So my parents are from Mexico. They immigrated here when they're only 14 years old.
Mine too.
All they had was their siblings. They had no schooling, no nothing. They just worked from day one to the point they're at today, give me the opportunity to be able to box. So that little hat is like a
symbol.
A little symbol, a little testament to home,
No doubt. And as you know, us Mexicanos, it's all about grit and resilience. We never get up, we never give up. And we fall down, we get back up.
That's right.
So where you stay? Are you from Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I'm originally from Pittsburgh. I train at the Lions Den Boxing Gym right there off of Harbor Street.
Lions Den Boxing Gym, they're no joke. It's all hustle, no play over there. So I love it. So why are you excited about the local event?
I'm always excited for these local events because I get to sell tickets. I get to have my family there, my friends, the gym. It's like in the amateurs when you go to those tournaments and you got your whole team there. Now it's like that, but on just a bigger scale, having the whole team there, it's exciting. It's also very fun to experience it with them. It's not just me in there, It's the whole family on my back.
That's a beautiful thing to have that, because it's a lot of work. As a former fighter myself, it just takes a lot out of us, and sometimes we don't get to see our family. So to have them there, watch you do the work is amazing. The question I have is that you're actually training with one of my buddies, Coach Perez. Tell me, how's it been coaching with him?
Man, Coach Perez, huge shout out to him. He took me from, very, very low level amateur to where I'm at now, along with many other coaches. But I go down with my coach, Joseph Perez, to El Centro 6-8 weeks at a time. And I'm in there in the gym with him every single day, 2-3 times a day. He just had a baby and he's still in the gym. So huge shout out to Joseph Perez. I couldn't have done it without him.
No doubt. I'm also a coach, and I understand that a lot of people don't know, if you're in the gym, I'm in the gym. And so it takes a lot out of us. And thankfully, if we have family to support the game and love the game like we do, they understand that it requires one-on-one, or actually the same amount of time that you put in, I have to put in. So yeah, shout out to the coaches, but most important for the fighters to even have the trust in the coaches. It takes a lot, because when you're in the fight, right, you have to pay attention to your corner, right? Because when you're tired, it's up to us to finally tell you what to do, when you can't think sometimes. How do you feel? You went the distance in your last fight, right? How did you feel in your last fight?
I was very happy with that performance because, one, it was at 140 pounds. I normally fight at 130, but matchmaking is difficult, so I ended up fighting a 140-pounder. That match, I actually took it 3 days before the fight against the guy who had about 12 fights to my 3 at the time. So he was more experienced. He was a heavier guy. And people don't know this, but I was also injured before that fight.
Wow.
I hurt my hip a month before that fight, couldn't run, couldn't spar, decided to take the fight anyways, and I was able to triumph through that. And I feel like that's an experience that's going to help me in the future, because injuries in a combat sport like this are very common, and you got to learn how to get over those hurdles.
That's actually great that you actually mentioned that, and I like that you're barely mentioning it now, because I didn't know that, and even Chris doesn't mention that. So, shout out to you, because that is going to take you to the next level, because definitely there's dogs in there, but you just proved that you're also a dog. So shout out to you. Good luck on Saturday. I'll be there. And, hey, way to represent for the Bay y los Mexicanos.
Muchas gracias. Thank you so much.